We had a little bit of rain last night, about ½ an inch. And because of this system, we got over 300 gallons last night. So right now we have a capacity for 600 gallons. And it seems to do pretty good. But there's 2 more. These 300 apiece. Follow along. We're gonna hook up a new one. What we're doing, so we got these IBC tanks, and these are, sorry for the road noise, 300 gallons a piece and topped off. We currently, like I said in the intro, have about 600 gallons worth of capacity, which seems to do pretty well. But we wanted to add some more, so this will give us 900 gallons total. And then we've got another tank that's going to go to the top of the hill for the build site. So we'll be able to collect 300 up there, and we'll be expanding that system, and we'll do videos on that. So it's pretty simple. Basically, you're going to take it out of the cage. This one I did yesterday. Doing that, basically you're just going to remove 4 screws right there, pull those out, which goes to there, which gives you an empty cage. Go ahead and pull it. And I'm using an all-in-one plastic fusion, 5 times stronger adhesion Krylon, and I happen to use like satin black. I've already started this tank. I can do a video on it. The only thing we're doing is covering this. You can do this in plastic, black plastic. Cost is about the same. I might actually prefer the paint. The reason that you paint them for covering plastic is it keeps your algae down. So let's go ahead and get this all done, and we're going to let the paint dry. And we've got to clear out a spot, prep the pad. And we'll set this and plumb it up. Part of the system. It's kind of cool. So it's been unusually dry here. Without a lot of woods. But they told me we haven't really had that much problem keeping ahead of our water. It's enough for showers, enough to water the garden, that kind of stuff. I think the longest we went without rain was probably about 3 to 4 weeks. And we still had water, which tells us 600 gallons is kind of enough. But I'd rather have a spare. As my wife likes to tease me about that I usually have a spare or something. It means I have extra. So when I rebuilt the last house, I had a habit of buying, and it was on purpose, 2 of each one of the units, like a shower valve. So I would buy 2 of them and then just stock one of them inside. And the reason I did that, because I know that they change, parts become no longer available, and you're only going to get so much life out of each one of those parts. And things are just not made the way they're used to. And I knew things would be going up in price too. So it's not a complicated process. It's time consuming. Make sure you do this outside, well ventilated. We've got a slight breeze going today, so I'm not inhaling any of this. I don't know if you guys want to watch paint dry or not. So we'll go ahead and get this side done, and I'll finish the other sides off camera. And then the next step is going to be clearing out a section. I have some tools over there. And I got to recharge the camera. Batteries are getting a little bit low. Wondering, it takes about 4.5 cans to paint one of these cubes, and it's a lot easier to do it once you take it out of the cage. I found that one to be extremely difficult. The last two I did, I left them in the cage, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that anymore. You just want a nice even coverage, no weak spots. You see changing direction and overlapping. Think about doing paint. I used to paint cars. I always keep a wet edge. That's why I'm doing it this way. So we'll go ahead and finish this up off camera, and then we'll come back when we start doing the setup. Okay. Video here. So, as you guys don't know, we just got that tropical storm hurricane thing ripped through here. So we've been a little wet, no damage. You can see, haven't been up top yet, haven't looked at the rest of the acreage, but acreage I have seen, we haven't lost any trees. Our river crested, probably 6 foot above normal. Yesterday, or the day after when the storm stopped, we got about 5 inches of rain total over the course of 3 days. So I've been kind of not working on the outside, but we got some clear weather right now. And I had to do our expansion tank. So as you can see, I've already built up this pad. Get this pretty level. Basically just got to use the gravel one now. So I've already got the tank painted, as you guys saw in the last one. I'm going to go ahead and bring the tank in. Thing about system of movement is it's got valves in between each one, as you can see down there. Okay, that's a pretty simple setup. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get this camera stable. There we go. Using an unfamiliar tripod. This is my wife's. Doesn't like to stay still. So hold on, let me fix this. There we go. Okay, now back to the show. So only a couple pieces are actually needed for this. Sawzall for cutting the pipe, glue, So that's the wrong size valve. But we'll work around that. Huh. That's because it's an 1.5-inch valve. So what we can do, since I don't have the right valve, I'll bet you this is an 1.5 inches too. No, it's 2 inches, okay. That. There's a coupler. And we go get a cap. Okay, instead of using this T, so the original plan was to connect the pipe up to that, into that, put another one of these on. We can't do that because they don't have the right valve, so we're going to do it this way. So that pipe right here, first thing we'll do is I'll hook this coupler up. Good. Tape measure. So I'm going to do basically this. This one is going to be 6 inches. I always tend to do a dry fit up first. I always love it when that happens. Deburr. About 9 inches. So all we got to do is glue it up, turn this valve on, which opens up that tank, turn this valve, which opens up the other tanks to it. Now, I'm not going to do this till tonight. Oops, I just did it. That's okay. One of these things up. I tend to primer all my stuff ahead of time. just clean the plastic up. Frame it dry. Give it a little bit of a twist and hold it because it would like to push itself out. We're going to let this dry for a couple hours. You know, it's like set and ready to go in about 20 minutes. But we just added another 300 gallons to the tank. Actually, 325 gallons. So with 3 of this gives us almost 1,000 gallons worth of water. That's the fun part. We're currently running our washing machine off of this and showers. This is homesteading, folks. Ain't much to it.